so we're going. Alright, so make sure you can see the paint palette, John. So we're doing the detailing. So film over here where I'm pointing, you can see is here. And you can also see the style in which Van Gogh has done the hair. So it's quite painterly strokes of light and dark. So that's exactly what we need to do. And use blue for darkening. And you don't need a lot because you're not doing, it's not like when you did space. So you really want to look about where you put the brush strokes because they are going to form the hair. What's happening with the hair. Don't want the paint too dry. You don't want it overly watery either, but you want the paint to flow. So do make sure that you mix enough paint. Might need to mix a bit more of this for you, but we've got some for now. Okay, so we're doing these dark parts of his hair, and then we're going to go back in with lighter parts. And we're looking at how is that face being framed by the hair, because it's quite a distinct shape to his face. If you start getting scratchy looking, then you need more paint and possibly more water. You want a clean line here around by his cheekbone. Pretty much it all goes off into the dark part. Okay. Okay, so let's do a little bit more here so you can see that. And then we'll stop that one in a minute. So the hair lifts up and there's shadow here. And then it swishes across. So I want to get that feeling of volume and the swish. He has quite a distinctive hairstyle. So the hair has form, so it goes over and under, and where it's going over, there will be highlights. Okay, so I'm not going to do all the dark, I'm going to leave some of that up to you. You're perfectly capable of doing that. And what I'm going to switch over to in a second is showing how to work in the highlights as well. Just do a bit more shadow. Now there's actually a little bit of a cast shadow as well from his hair on his forehead. So a little bit of that cast shadow we would actually do with a little bit of light paint. So that is almost in a watercolor way that I've just laid down there. Okay, now if I'm wanting to bring in the light, I'm just going to quickly mix a bit of a lighter color.
Oh. I was wondering when I was going to do scholarship stuff.
That's right, I didn't get hold of you guys. What's your schedule next week?
Next week. I only got stats, which is on Tuesday.
Because what I'm going to do is one of my on my list to do today. I'll just finish this recording. So here's me putting down the light parts. Keeping that swish. We're going to see the brush strokes. We're not trying to hide the brush strokes. We're not trying to be super real. Okay? And then I realised by doing that, I'm going to want some lighter ones. So I'm going to bring in, and then I may find I feel they're too light. That's alright, you can always knock them back after. But you do need a little bit of the lights and darks to get that feeling of what's happening with the hair. And you need to keep thinking, where is it swishing, what's happening with it? Okay, it's like there's a few highlights here. You don't want it to be too strong. So that starts giving you the form of the hair. Now, with this lighter colour I've just mixed, it's actually not too bad. We need to add a little bit for the skin tone. I'm going to quickly hop into that. Alright, just stop that one, John. Stop that
Stop
video.
the recording?
Yep.
Mm.
That one.